asked me about coming down and helping out with a benefit for Brother Traylor, Brother Warren Traylor. I was tickled to death to come down and help out. You know, I know what kind of man he is, and you know, I was just thinking about, I was just sharing with him. I was leaving work last Friday night. I was heading home late. I'd worked over. I typically get off 5, and I worked over till about 7:30 or so, 7 or 7:30, and I was heading home. And I got about a half-hour drive, and I was listening to Brother Traylor on the radio, the prayer line. But anyway, one thing that impressed me so much about this gentleman is his passion for souls. You know, he was given an altar call, asking people to, you know, inviting people to come, invite Jesus to be the Lord of their life. And he was so passionate about it. And you know, he went on for quite some time, and I appreciate that, you know. But he was really passionate about people coming to the Lord, people giving their heart to the Lord. I mean, he knows what kind of change it makes, just like a change it made in this young lady who had gone astray and gotten on drugs and stuff. But you know, he knows what the power of God can do. And you know, I just appreciate him, and I appreciate his passion. You know, because you don't see that everywhere. You don't hear that everywhere. So I appreciate that, Brother Warren. I'm not going to bore you too much longer here. I've got a few. Once somebody asked me to sing about it. You probably heard this one on the radio. It's called "Love Is a Verb." But we had an evangelist. I always tell the story before I sing the song. But we had an evangelist that came to our church, and he told a story about a young man. He and his wife were splitting up. Well, thank you, Sam. This is Samuel. This is my son, Samuel. Thank you, Sarah. But anyway, evangelist that came to our church and talked about a couple that split up, a husband and wife that had split up, and they talked this young man into going to speak to a counselor, a marriage counselor. And so he sat down with the counselor, and the counselor asked him, he said, "Well, what's the problem?" He said, "Well, I don't love her anymore." And the counselor said, "Well, I suggest you love her." And he said, "Well," he said, "you don't understand, that's the problem." He said, "I don't." And the counselor said, "Well, I suggest you love her." And he said, "Well, you're not getting this." He said, "That's the whole problem. I don't love her anymore." And the counselor taught him, he said, "In every language I know of, love is a verb. V-E-R-B." So that's the title of the song. Hesitation, I traveled home to see my dad. The news I had to share wasn't good, but bad. My wife and I had split up. Divorce was in the plan. News I didn't want to share with that old man. For hours he listened patiently as I explained how things went wrong and how we'd grown apart. I went on and on. But when I told him that I don't love her anymore, it was then that old man stood up and took the floor. And he said, "Son, it's been a lot of years since I was in school. I don't know much, but I know this to be true. In every language brought out the good book and said, son, I want to share something with you. I'm not trying to be pushy, but there's something here that you could use. The verse said, husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church. He sacrificed and He gave His life for her. Then He said, son, it's been a lot of years since I was in school. I don't know much, but I know this to be true. In every language, love is a bird. Now go on and love her. In every language, love is the bird. Now go on and love her. Tell her you love her, son, then show her. My wife, she loves when I sing that song. She's back there clapping. For all of you other husbands and wives, you missed a good opportunity to elbow your husband right there. And seeing that going on. I'm going to sing one more and I'm going to turn it back over to Carson. I know we got some great time. Looking forward to hearing Nikki and Carson come up. This one's titled, The Father's Calling You. I think you've probably heard it here before. Hope you enjoy it.